time for our segment with Alex Brown and Lance Briggs. What's up, guys?
What's up, baby?
Yes.
So I know we have kind of a low standard here for offensive
Slightly.
coordinator and quarterback play, but I do want to start there. Just what you guys think about the adjustments, perhaps learning from some mistakes last week that Shane Waldron made?
I'll tell you what I loved, because over the last couple of years we've been saying, hey, we need to really run the ball. We need to run the ball. We need to run the ball. Mm-hmm. And to the point where it was like, hey, we need to get into I formation and run the ball. I didn't recognize the Bears today. All right? I didn't recognize them. It did
13 personnel and everything.
Right. And I look at it this way. I look at it, when Alex and I were growing up, our parents only had to say it one time.
That's it.
All right, at one time. And you know what I mean?
Yes.
Real quick.
Yep.
All right? In our generation, we might say it twice. All right? We'll say it 2 times. All right? Didn't I tell you? Hey, listen, don't make me say it again. I feel like this is in the new generation. You just got to say it twice.
I did like that. Exactly what Lance is talking about. I like that when it's time to get a yard, when it's time to get 2 yards, when it's short yardage situations, you bring in the bigger guys. You bring in guys that can roll grade, and it was good to see a change. Yes. It's terrible to see that Jenkins go down, right. But to see that change, to bring in Pryor, and from the get-go, hey, we're going to get him involved. We're going to run the ball. Let's go. And it's just setting a tone. You set a tone, and it's strange because you can do that. So why didn't you do it last week against Indy? Like this. But I ain't gonna backtrack.
Come on now.
I ain't gonna backtrack.
Don't dwell.
I'm just saying, like
Waldron, we're always thinking forward, just forward,
yeah,
not about last week. Just gotta go forward.
Exactly. Yeah. So I like what I saw. I'm glad Roschon got some run out there. I think he is a different pace. He runs through arm tackles. Yeah. Swift had a hell of a day.
You don't like the Swifties? Are you a Swiftie now?
Bruh.
Come on, we're Swifties.
No.
I'm
going to need more than I can't see
8
3.
million.
I can't see 3. I can't see 3 horrible games and then see 1 great game, and now I'm on board. I need to see some consistency. I like, you know what happened?
What happened?
They put Roschon in there. Shit, he picked it up.
Yeah, he lit a fire.
He picked it up. This is what we got to do.
But for real, my criticism of his, and I'm sure it's been your guys' too, with Swift, is just like it doesn't seem like it takes a lot to get him down. Mm-hmm. On that touchdown run, I mean, Cole Kmet blasted that guy, but he ended up right in his running lane, and he managed to get over him.
Yeah,
so I got to give him some credit.
Yeah. He showed a lot of athleticism on that play, and then a burst to get to the end zone. That was a hell of a play. Don't get me wrong. I don't know if we have – I don't think we have another back that can make that play. I think he is the guy. He is the guy that can make that play.
Well, he better be for the contract they get.
For the right.
Hey, the contract is the contract.
I agree with you. Listen. I'm a Swiftie now.
I've been a Swiftie now.
But I've watched him. I watched him when he was in Philly. I watched him before he got here, and I know what he's capable of.
You know, he went to Georgia.
That's fine. Georgia got beat.
No. Like that's why I can't be up here talking about I'm a Swiftie. I can't.
Oh, that's true.
But you loved our old DN. That was your favorite guy.
Which guy?
Your favorite guy.
You stop it. Leonard Floyd?
Leonard. He loves some Leonard. That was your guy.
Leonard. Hey, you know what? Shout out to old Leonard, man. Leonard Floyd has put together one hell of a career, and it didn't start out that way here in Chicago. So congrats to him. Keep grinding, keep pushing through, no matter what. But what a win for the Bears, man.
Absolutely.
Let's take that. Come on, we're taking that.
Yeah, let's talk about that defense. What do you got, Lance?
The one thing I would say is what I really loved about today is this phrase. Do what you have to do so that you can do what you want to do. Mm-hmm. All right?
Love it.
That may not be what Waldron wants to do, but right now, with the new quarterback and a lot of new players, do what we have to do right now. Mm-hmm. And eventually we'll get to the point where we can do what we want to do.
Do we understand, nothing really matters right now? Not really. Truly, I want 18 to just get better and better. Mm-hmm. I don't give a damn if we win or not. Yeah. You know what I mean? It truly, it'd be great if we can win while he's getting better. But the point of it is for him to keep getting better and better and better. And by the time we're at week 10, he is way more comfortable. Or even the beginning of next year, we're coming in and we're seeing him be a completely different guy by taking a step forward, right? So that's the point. Because we're not on a 1-year deal with him.
Or we've also put other pieces in there.
Correct. True.
Where it's like, okay, these pieces are fitting much better. Now we have a different type of protection set. You know, we have all these weapons still. Okay, there's different things that we can do now than what we had to do last year.
Yes. I don't like him getting smoked, man. Jared Verse, I watched this kid when he was at Florida State.
Yeah, he's a good player.
He's an all right player. I watched this kid at Florida State, and it wasn't even close. We need a left tackle.
Oh, I see. Okay.
That's what we need. We need a left tackle. We can't put our left tackle on their pass rusher, which is what you're going to get as a left tackle. If we can't do that, we are in trouble. It's not going to work.
Well, that's what still has me worried, guys, is like this offensive line. This was far from clean today.
Oh,
still.
no doubt.
And Caleb, you don't ever want to see your franchise quarterback, number 1 overall pick, in the medical tent and then getting out of the tent, sitting on a bike in the second quarter. Like, I don't know what that was all about. They probably won't even tell us, but he seemed to be battling through something early. Now, credit to him for, finishing the game and being fine, but this is going to – you guys know this. When you're going after the passer, you want those hits to add up.
Oh,
I'm worried about how much these hits are already starting to add up through 4 games.
It's funny. TM said Braxton Jones couldn't press a grilled cheese sandwich. I just had a grilled cheese sandwich. That something was good.
I bet it was.
God, it was so good. My bad. All right, my bad. God dang, that joke was good.
You're right.
Where's it from? What's the name of the place? I know I'm gonna get it.
Black Barrel Grill, Black Barrel Tavern.
Black Barrel Tavern. Appreciate y'all. That thing, I had to pay for it. That's cool. But I'm just saying, that grilled cheese was good though. Next time, I hope I ain't gotta pay for that. Go ahead, my bad.
Well, what's that?
I know Adam. I agree. It's there's still protection breakdowns. That's obviously not going to change. They brought 5 on a specific play, and the play crumbled from the very beginning. The thing that does concern me from the number 1 pick, Caleb had 2 overthrown balls into the end zone. One to Odunze and one to DJ Moore.
Which again, they didn't seem like they were on the same page.
Right.
Yeah.
And so this is we're week 4 now. All right. Now I've gone through week 1 and said, okay, that was week 1. All right, number 2. But from a number 1 pick, these type of throws are the throws that when you pick number 1, these are the throws that I'm supposed to see you thread the needle. It's supposed to fit where it's supposed to fit.
Yeah. And Alex, I want to ask you about this because we were sort of talking about this during the game a little bit. I'm glad it ended with a DJ Moore touchdown, and maybe that'll get those guys going a little bit. And that was a good kind of thread the needle over the linebacker type of throw. But leading up to that, I don't really know what's going on with DJ Moore. There were some videos even coming from the stadium today where he was off to his side, sitting by himself on that bench.
Yep.
And some of the body language stuff. I don't know what to make of that, but we were sort of talking about this in-game. What did you think about that?
I don't know DJ Moore enough to know if that means something or if he's just allowing his feelings to show, right? Because that's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. If your feelings show, that's fine. But I don't want my $100 million now. Like in a perfect world, I don't want my $100 million receiver showing up my number 1 pick quarterback. I don't want that. I want them to work this out in practice. I want them to get this thing right, get on the same page. If I'm a receiver and my damn quarterback keep overthrowing me, hey, my feelings gonna be right there on my shoulder. I'm gonna show them. So I need you to do your job so I can do my job. Because they pay me $100 million. I'm beating this corner. I'm running 2 yards in front of him, and you can't put the ball on me. I need you to do it. So that's it.
Adam, it's not that hard to figure out. It's really not, all right? Because there were overthrows last year.
Yep.
Justin had overthrows. There were bad throws. There were this and that, whatever it was. You never saw that from him on the sideline. You've never seen that from him on the sideline. So when you see either a miscommunication, a bad ball, or overthrow here, the way that his body language speaks is he's upset about something this year that he wasn't upset about last year?
Wrong. Wrong. Nope, don't do that. Nope. Because he was looking for that contract last year. He going to keep quiet. Now he done got that $100 million. He can say whatever the hell he want. Come on now.
That's like Brandon Ayuk. Did you see Brandon Ayuk this week whining about his shorts? Because he had the wrong shorts on, and Kyle Shanahan was like, put the right shorts on.
Yes.
He's like,
My boy, he was a model citizen before. A model citizen. Got that big deal?
You are a lie and your breath stinks, okay?
Hey, was a model citizen, and now he got that big check, boy. Couldn't tell him nothing.
It took a little bit longer to get that check. I'll tell you that.
Yes, too long, actually. Too long. No, I hope they're able to work that out, because I don't like seeing it, because it makes us media, people outside of that locker room, start to think there's something there, right? So I hope it doesn't work. But have we ever seen? I saw Aaron Rodgers go after a receiver because he didn't run the right route. You know, like this stuff happens. Like it happens.
You've
when
seen
you're not
Tom
doing
Brady
your
do
job.
it. You've seen Peyton do it. The Bears do it.
I've seen people do it, so you get mad. But get mad.
But the opposite way, where it's like the veteran wide receiver with the young quarterback, I feel like
it could
doesn't go as well as like the veteran quarterback,
because you're not used to it. It's usually the other way around.
Yeah,
that could be the play too. That to me makes more sense than probably anything that me and Alex are probably arguing about in the short sense. You know, you have the veteran wide receiver that's saying, "Listen, guy, come on," coming down on the quarterback.
And I'm sorry, there's a lot of players, a lot of coaches that have no interest, no matter who they are, in coaching a rookie quarterback. So I understand some of the frustration, because even if Justin wasn't, the greatest quarterback in the league, by last year he had some experience.
Yeah.
And now you're dealing with a whole different animal with a rookie, even if he is talented. So I do understand that there's got to be sort of a grace period, even with some of these players working some of this stuff out.
So now that brings up one of the things that had concerned me in the pregame is the what do they call it, the leader quartet, or the leadership deal.
The 8 captains they have?
The captains that were saying, hey, listen, we want the focal point is to say to, Waldron, hey, listen.
Coach me?
Yeah. Don't be afraid to point us out. If there's an issue, talk about it. Point us out, make us hold us accountable for what we're doing. We want to be coached, And to me, when he makes a statement like that, it makes me feel like he's allowing certain things to slip or to slide, or certain players. And so Mercedes said, I don't care if you're the oldest player or you're the youngest. We all need to be held accountable, if we're going to right this ship.
Maybe I just wasn't good enough. I don't know, because I never reached that level where a coach asked. Where I got to the point where I was like, hey, coach, I need you. Coach me. Don't worry about, I want you to coach me.
Are you telling me that Lovey never pulled you aside and asked you to do? Lovey, one thing I do know about Lovey, there were times where Lovey he would grab you and he would, a specific player. I don't even know who it is, which guy. I know when he grabbed me and pulled me out of the linebacker room, walked me up to his room, showed me a clip against Atlanta, and said, what do you think about this play? I said, well, we got beat on a corner route. He said, what do you think you could have done? I looked at the play, and I started laughing. I'm like, Lovey, that's not my job. I said, that's not my job.
Did you blame me?
I didn't blame you. No. I said we all have to do our job. I have to trust that the DB knows what he's doing. I can't go out of my zone to cover somebody else.
All right. No, Lovey never pulled me to the side. He always do this. He always act like we all should know how Lovey treated the 6-7-time Pro Bowler. I don't know. I don't know how he treated you. I'm not on the NFL ballot Hall of Fame. I'm not on that. Oh. Okay? So I don't know. I wasn't that good. I ain't hit that level yet. So I don't know. That's why when we ask you, we want a good answer, because we don't know.
I thought you were saying that you were telling Lovey it's not your job to coach yourself, that you were telling him it's your job to tell me what I could have done. That's what I thought you were going with that. I was like, whoa.
It's a bad explanation. I apologize. I'll apologize.
He's big time now. I don't know if he was that big time. That was like 2 people.
No, I know.
He was in that group of like 5.
Whoa, that's bold.
And then there was 2 that was up there, 54 and 57. They probably could say that.
If ever your head coach ever does something like that, that means that we're not playing well.
Yes.
All right.
Correct.
We're not playing well, and we're trying to find answers.
Okay.
Well, to that point, I mean, that was the big thing to take out of this week. I mean, one thing is Mercedes Lewis, 40-year-old veteran. He set the record today. Shout out to him, by the way. Most games ever played by a tight end.
Yeah.
So he's in that spot where he can probably say, yeah, I had to tell this guy he might even be older than Shane Waldron, or Waldron might be a couple years.
You're right.
Waldron's probably like 42, 43 or something. So, I mean, that's like sort of a unique situation where he can probably get away with like, nah, you got like, don't be afraid to coach us.
Right.
Yeah, so I don't know if everybody can get away with that. Guys, awesome stuff. A lot more to come from these two when we're done here right about 5 o'clock, Briggs and Brown for a full show. Part of our awesome CHGO lineup here on Sundays. You can definitely be looking forward to that. So thanks, guys.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
We all silly like the mayor.